for November 2023. It's a pleasure to be with you today. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to go through the key things in November to see how they're going to influence you, specifically Sagittarius. And these videos are for Sun sign Sagittarius first, then rising sign or ascendant second, and then the moon sign third. So first thing in November, on the 4th, we have Saturn, the planet of structure and security, that goes direct. It's been in retrograde for months. It now moves forward. And it means, in your 4th house of family, it means that if there has been turmoil and disagreement in your family, things really calm down now and become a lot more solid. Neptune is also in your 4th house, so it doesn't mean the issues go away. It just means they go underground, or they're swept under the rug, or things just go quiet. So instead of having big discussions or having to listen to conflict, make sure that you pay attention to what is not being said and use your intuition and, be compassionate and look at what other people may be going through. You'll get the opportunity to really resolve something peacefully and quietly in a very loving and positive way. On the 8th of November, we have Venus, the planet of love and beauty and creativity, that goes into Libra, and it goes into your 11th house. So that bodes really well for the whole of November for you guys, Sagittarius, because it makes you very personable and friendships are likely to be good. Wow. So personal family relationships settle down and are good. Friendships are amazing. So it's a really good time to go on a group trip or to plan something, to have your weekly thing. And I'm saying thing too much. Let's say you have a weekly English course that you attend. Maybe ask some of the attendees that you get on with out for coffee afterwards, and just expand on it like that. In terms of your social life, that's really likely to get a lot bigger here in November. On the 10th, we've got Mercury, the communication planet. Excuse me, that goes into Sagittarius, your sign, and it sits in your 1st house of self. So the world seems wondrous and interesting and amazing now, and it's time for adventure and learn new things. You're really literally in your element here, because it's all the things that I am interested in and that make me light up. They're now accessible and right there, and I can't wait to pursue them. So any new courses or information that you're interested in, go for it. Trips, group things, all of those kind of leisure activities that involve other people or things that involve learning are going to be really enjoyable for you here in November. On the 13th of November, we have the new moon in Scorpio, and that happens in your 12th house of spirituality and spiritual strength. Scorpio is a water sign, so it's connected spiritually anyway. It's very intuitive, and it's very good at identifying what the root issue is so that it can be healed. And for you, that gives you an amazing sense of spiritual connection and clarity. And you can use that spiritual clarity, particularly when it comes to real life problems that you've got, whether it's work or income or living or relationships or health. You will get a spiritual answer to that. It's almost like if you sit down and connect and you make a deliberate effort to connect to something bigger than yourself, the guidance is going to come through loud and clear. So if you have any issues in any of those areas around the 13th of November, really meditate on it. It's going to be a lot more helpful than researching it or going to other people. This is the answer coming through you. And that theme continues pretty much until the 23rd of November. So from the 13th until the 23rd, you're like this mystic who can figure out and find a new way forward by simply meditating on it and reflecting on it. So the contemplative, the hermit, is a good picture, which is interesting because you're so friendly and you're getting on so well with friends and family. So that's the choice you have to make here in November. Do I figure things out? And if things are really have gone awry, then you can balance that and have fun with other people, but also kind of make sense on what the future is going to look like, what the new plan is. If everything's perfect anyway, then you can just have a good time. But I wouldn't dismiss the opportunity to really connect with other people here, because I feel that's really going to recharge you. On the 24th of November, we have Mars going into Sagittarius, I need to get some water. Okay, Mars going into your sign of Sagittarius as well. We've got the Sun, you're transiting midheaven, work, and Mercury, the communication planet. They're all in your sign of Sagittarius in your first house. So really take the risks, go on the adventures, make the plans happen. It's all systems go here. So that again is a very interesting whiplash kind of moment, because you've been so contemplative and inward looking, and now we've got all this Sagittarius energy which feels much more natural to you, which says go out into the world and explore and find new things and don't think so much and don't question everything. And I feel that the best solution is to find the balance, to explore, but to also give yourself that time to figure things out internally, because then the whole process is going to seem really enjoyable and it will feel enjoyable, plus it will give you those answers and the energy that you then need to work with those answers. On the 27th of November, we have a full moon in Gemini, and that happens again in your 7th house of relationships. So if you're looking to experience something new in terms of your relationships, or to alter one of your relationships, to start a new one, the full moon in Gemini really gives you that opportunity. All the personal planets, by the way, I direct. Mercury, communication, Mars, drive, and Venus, love and beauty. So there's nothing really saying hold back or take your time or delay. It says do it now. If you're a Sagittarius who is looking to make changes in your relationships, this is your month. And if you're trying to get some sort of spiritual answers as to what could I do next, those will come. So it's all relationships. It's people, places, things, the higher realms. And as long as you reach out and listen, you're going to have a lot more information at the end of the month than you did at the beginning of the month going in. And it will give you a much greater sense of security. And as in, this is doable, I can make these changes if I want. And enjoy your relationships at the same time. Jupiter, Uranus, and Neptune, the outer planets, they're all in retrograde at the moment. Uranus and Jupiter in retrograde in your 6th house of work. So if I want something to change, I've got to listen to my own ideas. That's where the good luck is. And when I do something with that, that's when ding, 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 2 thumbs up, things work. And Neptune in retrograde, I'm not short of ideas. I have the imagination. I am being guided. So if I do listen to that and take it seriously, it will be practical. It will give me practical answers and solutions. So it's not just like I'm being airy-fairy here and lighting incense and chanting. This has a point and a purpose. Okay, so that's what I get for you here in November. I hope it gives you an idea of what you'll be working with. If you would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. When you get to the website, scroll down a bit until you get to the button that says book your reading. Click on that to audio reading with me. Check out some of my other videos, the daily tarot reading, the new moon, the full moon eclipses that we've had in October. Check out some of those videos for more information. I hope this has given you an idea of what you'll be working with in November. Have a great month, and I'll speak to you soon. All the best.